Hi everybody, it's Dave. This is Cooking with Pawpaw. Maya will be in here in a minute. She's outside for a little bit, enjoying the 30-some degree weather because it's been so cold. But like I told you, we're gonna make some pork ribs. We got our rack of ribs here. It's been in the refrigerator all night, thawing out. Don't think it completely thawed out, so it didn't, but that's okay. Got the oven preheating at 300 degrees. Want to cook them slow because if you cook them too fast, you're going to end up with tough ribs. Nobody likes a tough rib. Well, I got my cutting board here on the table, and we're going to slide them out onto the cutting board. Anytime I'm working with red meat, turkeys, whole chickens, or whatever, I keep a Kroger bag handy or a shopping bag. I put that in it. I just don't throw that in my trash because you need to get it out of your house and out in that outside trash receptacle. And we're going to roll these over and see if we can cut them. Hopefully my knife's sharp enough to cut them. We're going to cut probably 3 or 4 bone-in ribs in a rack. And then we'll put them in our pan. I know this knife's sharp because I was using it last Thanksgiving and it slipped over my other knife, so I gotta get that. But it slipped and took my wife about an hour to super glue me back together where it cut my fingers and my knuckles. Because I'd rather just super glue it back together and carry on. Okay, let me grab this pan so we can lay the ones we cut in it. And I'm just using a glass pan. We're just going to lay them in there right now because we're going to place them and put our seasoning on them. So we're going to go, let's see, 1, 2, okay, about right there for our next cut. And if you're using a real sharp knife, be careful because you don't want to cut yourself. That's why I'm going to put the towel on it so I don't slip. We're going to flip that baby over and cut the rest of it. But that's okay. We got our cutting board there, so we're good. All right, that should be, we should be able to break those off. Or cut them on their end. Then we'll cut this in half again. Then we'll start getting the seasons on it. But like I said, I got my seasons on the table. So we're almost ready to season them up. And we're going to wrap them with tin foil to seal all the juices and the seasoning and the flavors in. We got them all cut up. Little scragglies and the scraps just rake in there because, you know, That's part of your meat. Working with a sharp knife, do not throw it in your sink, lay it on the side of your sink, because you don't want to cut your hands up. I'm going to wash my hands for that bloody meat. And we'll get the seasons going. Alright. And being the fact this towel was touching our raw meat, we don't want to dry our hands on it. So I'm going to put it right there and throw it in the dirty clothes. Because you don't want to get that bloody meat, on your towel and then wipe something up with your towel, dry your hands on the towel. Because weird things can happen to you. Get all kinds of weird stuff. But okay, we got our ribs cut up. What we're going to do today is we're going to hit them with 4 slices to start. We're going to use some Stubbs barbecue spice rub, some sweet smoky rub, some black pepper, and some kosher salt. That's it. Till they get about 80% done. When they get about 80% done, we're going to dump some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce all over our barbecue ribs. So, let's get these arranged a little bit better so we can work with them. And we'll go from there. Alright, they're all down in there now good. Gotta wash my hands again because I was touching our meat. I'm very, very, very firm on keeping your hands clean when you're cooking. Because you don't want to get sick or make anybody else sick when you're cooking. And I'll grab my tongs here in a minute to flip these over. I'll grab them right now while I'm thinking about it. My cooking tongs. Okay. Now, we're just going to sprinkle this on the Stubbs. Get a nice cover on it. But you don't have to put it 2 inches thick or anything. Just a nice cover. Hey, baby, come here and say hi. We're doing a video. There comes my baby. Come here, darling. Here's my granddaughter Maya, my baby. We're going to make some spare ribs for you and Nana for supper.
Can I show them my table?
Of course.
Here's my mask.
All right. She got her some new mask kits today.
Here's all my masks.
Okay.
And here's this mask.
I'm going to move that knife over here.
I made another one. Okay. And a little bit of this part.
Real fox fur.
Sadly.
Huh?
Sadly.
Oh, all right. Let's finish seasoning these up. Whoa, back up here next to the table. Go over by the chair and then back up. Over that way and turn it towards me a little bit. Up this way, towards me. Towards me. A little bit. All right, good. All right. We got our Stubbs on there. Now we're going to get the sweet smoky on. Just pinch it out with your fingers and put it on.
They're watching me do it, but they can see your mouth.
Okay, you can see my mouth move? You know I'm talking then, huh? Okay. And then we're going to do both sides of this. So, we're going to flip it. We're going to use the tongs to flip it so we're not handling it with our fingers. Now some a little black pepper.
Love you.
I love you, beautiful. And then some kosher salt. Like I said, kosher salt is a very rich salt, deep flavor. It's great for seasoned food when you're cooking it. But I don't recommend using it for a table salt. You can get table salt, and that's what you should use on your table, not kosher. Now we're going to flip these over so we can season the other side, the meat side. That was the bone side. But if you're going to do it, you got to season both sides so it's an even season and everything. But now they don't want to fit back in their holes. There we go. So we'll flip these babies over. All right, we got them flipped over. And we're going to go back on this side with the suds rub. This time put just a little bit more than you did on the other side. Not a lot. And we'll get all that done. I'll grab the tin foil. No, I can't say the other word. You got to hear me say it. It's like a motorcycle starting or something, I've been told. Because I can't say it. See, there you go. But anyway, so it's tin foil. All right, we got our studs rub on it. Our sweet smoky rub now. And just sprinkle it over it. There we go. We got that now. Oh, wait a minute. There's one place in this room. Then we'll hit it with our kosher salt again. These are going to bake for about an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours, depending on how it goes, how they look. But we got to do them right so they're delicious. And now a little bit of black pepper. We're going to make some baked taters to go with this. But they don't take as long to cook as our ribs do. So we'll wrap those in tin foil and get them in the oven too here later. We'll leave it in the oven at 300 for the whole cooking cycle. And let me grab some tin foil and I'll be right here and cover them up. Yeah, I got my tin foil. You want to cover this and seal it around the edges so all the juices, all your flavor, and everything stays inside that pan. So that's the name of the game, keeping them juices and them flavors in there so they don't escape. We'll do it like that. All right, we'll put this in the oven, and we'll check them out here when they get done. Oh, we'll come back to the potatoes too, but we'll get them in the oven.
Hey, old man. We're out the kitchen. Old man. I'm about to make a mask.
Mask.
Put the string on it.
Hey, y'all.
Okay. For pork to be done, it's got to be at 170 degrees. We got our thermometer in it. Okay? We're at between 142 and 145. So that's with an hour and 20 minutes of cooking. So that's about 90% done. Or 80% done.
Smells good.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm recording on my tablet.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to stick our taters we got wrapped up over here for baked taters.
Potatoes.
They're in the oven with it. We're going to put some Sweet Baby Ray's on it. And put it back in the oven for about another 20 minutes, 25. That'll give the taters time to cook, maybe 30 minutes. And then we'll get it out. I'll make some mac and cheese to go with it. And that'll be supper tonight. So we got our Baby Ray's. I'm going to put you over here so you can see me do this. Hang on. I know you know how to dump Baby Ray's on, right? You don't need me to babysit you for that, but I'm going to do it for you. So the video's complete. And don't be stingy. My wife loves her barbecue ribs and rubbing her stuff in it to get a barbecue sauce on every bite. So that's what we're going for. And yes, wrap them back up with the tin foil. Then we'll do that. We'll get it back in the oven. Let's get them finished.
See, I'm cutting holes in my sleeve. Wouldn't recommend, but yeah.
Okay. We got our taters done and out. We got our mac and cheese made. Here's our mac and cheese. I leave a little bit of my water in it, not a lot, but a little bit. I put a couple tablespoons of butter in it, makes it more creamy and cheesy. My mother-in-law don't particularly like ribs, so I made her a cheeseburger. It's in the pan over here frying. We're going to check our ribs and see how they're doing, make sure they're up to temp. Oh man, they look good too. Here, you want to see them? We'll check them in a second. I'm going to show them to you. Whoops, I better do it another way because I'm going to dump the juices everywhere. But there's our ribs. There's our baked taters. All right. We're going to make sure they're up to temp. And we'll call it good. Now, tomorrow night, I may not do a meal because my wife is going to cook. Put your thermometer in it where it's inside and let it come up, see where it's at. It's got to be at 170 degrees for your pork to be done. And I'm waiting patiently. Ow. Okay, we'll check it 2 or 3 places just to make sure. Let's see where we're at. And we're at 170 in that one. We'll check this other one right here just to make sure where it's at. It's at 180, so we know it's done. One more here for this other set. I know it's done because it's falling apart. Pork tender. It's at 180. And we'll check the last one just to make sure because it's better be safe than sorry. Figure out a way to get in there to check that temperature. There we go. Kept hitting the bone on it. And this one here is still going up. Up. This one here is above 170. So we know all of our ribs are done. We're not going to poison anybody or make anybody sick. We'll see y'all next time. Bye. You want to say bye? All right, she's back building another mask. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see. Maybe see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you the next day, definitely. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Tell me, see them next time.
See you next time. Maybe tomorrow. We don't know. So, yeah. Bye, guys. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye.
See you later.
Here. Bye.
Thanks.